Hey guys, Laura K483 here with another one of those weird non-video game videos. What? Crazy! So, any of you guys who are here from my Twitch channel, or if any of you guys pay attention to my Twitter or other social media, you know I am in Scotland, specifically Edinburgh right now, for the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. If you don't know what that is, it's the world's biggest theater festival. There's over 3,500 shows this year as part of it. There's a few, like, 100 venues or something, and it has everything from theater to dance to music to opera to circus to burlesque to, like, literally everything. And it is one of the biggest events in the world, third largest gathering of people, second to things like the Olympics. So that's pretty cool. I am here working as a stage manager. I am stage managing a few shows at C Venues, which is a series of venues that have been a part of the Fringe Festival for 26 years. And while I've been here, I haven't been able to stream to my Twitch channel to do a lot of the things I normally do, and I decided I can try and, balance that out, compensate, by adding a few more videos to my YouTube channel. And then I thought both as something slightly different, a way to add some non-gaming content to the channel, and also as a way for me to help remember the shows I've seen and everything this year. Reviews from a stage manager, basically. I'm gonna do little quick reviews, hopefully as spoiler-free as possible. If I fuck up, I'm sorry. But quick reviews on all the different shows I see while I am here. Because other than shows I've already bought tickets to go see, I get to see shows for free at the venues that I'm affiliated with, that I'm working for, which is a really amazing perk, and I'm really excited about that. So to kick off this video and give you a taste of what they're gonna be like, I'm gonna be reviewing 3 shows, 2 that I am stage managing, and then 1 show that I saw today, completely new to me, complete outsider. I probably should brush my hair, put on makeup, do fancy things, but you know what? This is gonna be the aesthetic for the whole Fringe Festival. We have really long work hours, really full-on schedules, crazy work, very hands-on and stuff. So I was like, let's just do it the way I'm gonna look basically every day I'm here. Like a wannabe digi-destined with goggles on my head. The first 2 shows I'm going to talk about, I am mildly biased. They are the shows, like I said, that I am directly stage managing, but they're still amazing. They are part of the C Theater in-house theater company season, and they are Shakespeare for breakfast and Dickens for dinner. They are fairly self-explanatory. Shakespeare for breakfast is 10 a.m. You get complimentary coffee and a croissant, and you get to see a bit of Shakespeare. In this case, it is Macbeth, but it's not, your traditional Elizabethan Shakespeare. It is a very modern, very comedic twist on the show of Macbeth, and very also specific to the UK. It takes place in an allotment society, and if you're like me and from North America, you had to look up what that was, because allotments are not a thing. But basically, it's mostly scripted, a little bit improvised, comedic twist on some classic Shakespeare. The actors are incredible and are great at rolling with anything, because there's audience interaction in the shows. Every show is a little bit different, which means it's really fun for me working on it. So the acting and the comedy is absolutely fantastic. The rewrites and the script, their spin on Shakespeare is really clever and really fun, because of course there's so much Shakespeare let alone in theater, but particularly at the Fringe, you can literally find basically any treatment of Shakespeare ever here, and this one still manages to stand out and be absolutely memorable and hilarious. Everybody leaves and is like, oh man, that was so much fun, I haven't laughed that much in a long time, stuff like that. And the props, costume, sound effects, those are all things the acting and the story is the main part of the show. It's not very costume heavy, but all the props are made on purpose to look really quickly made, cheap, shady, but it goes with the gag of the show. I made some of the props myself, so they're probably mediocre quality. But yeah, if you like a lot better way to wake up in the morning and you want to see creative, a new, and a refreshing twist on Shakespeare, want some free coffee, croissant, and some great comedy, then absolutely check it out. It is at 10 a.m. at C Main, which is Adam House on Chambers Street. And then their other twist, their daytime version, similar premise, Dickens for dinner. They've done Shakespeare for breakfast for 26 years. Every year at C Venues has been around, they've done Shakespeare for breakfast. They wanted to try similar concept with something different. So we take a very well-known Dickens, Charles Dickens, the writer's story, in this case A Christmas Carol, and they put, again, a comedic, modern, bit of a spin on it. In this case, Scrooge is a musician and lyricist working in the 80s. So if you like 80s music and power ballads, or if you like Mozart, then this is your show. And yeah, you're like, how do those go together? You just say 80s ballads and Mozart? Just go watch it. Just come see it. You'll find out. Again, like somewhat improvised, mostly scripted, absolutely hilarious. And the pacing of both is really like quick, fast-paced, which is also great. And again, like the costumes, props, a lot of the stuff that normally can be very elaborate and grandiose for Shakespeare isn't the focus. It's these incredibly talented actors and having great fun. It is at 1:30 in the afternoon, and you get soup and a roll with it, because again, complimentary food. So also, you get to see some great theater, you get a free meal. It's like a cheap meal, but it's a meal. It's a meal with your theater. It's pretty great. So I give both the shows absolute 10 out of 10. Like, you will have a good time, you will laugh, you will enjoy yourself, and even if you're not big into that type of literature, that type of theater, like traditional Shakespeare, traditional Charles Dickens, that's not what you're getting, so it's fine. Doesn't even matter. But obviously, I'm like, you probably can only trust that so far. I'm gonna give them a 10 out of 10. I'm working on them. They're my shows. I'm a bit attached to them. So I saw my first show of the Fringe this year that I'm not working on today. It was a super, super cool production from a Korean company. It was called Monkey Dance, a rockapella musical. So it is a musical. There are some very incredibly talented singers in it, and there are next to no instruments. Most of it is done a cappella, as the title suggests, with, again, some of the most like talented a cappella singers I've seen in a while, and I'm one of those nerds who watches a lot of that stuff. So, like, I have a bit of experience in that area. The music is very unique, very like fast-paced, very upbeat, as it suggests, like the rock-apella musical. And the story, again, goes from, most of the time, super, super comedic, and it's literally about an explorer looking for monkeys that are very genetically close to humans, so they can try and use them to experiment with, like, cross-species organ transplants. So he's going there looking for, report back research. If I can find, like, some species of monkeys I think are viable for this concept, then we'll come back, we'll get them. So goes there probably not looking to, save the planet, save the animals. Finds this, like, group of monkeys that live in cave mountain, like, never seen a human before, very, very isolated, deep in the jungle, and he ends up befriending them, trying to teach them, like, some basic words and stuff, and it's about his experience doing that. And of course there is like, plot twist, major story thing, which I'm not going to give away, but it was, like, I went there mostly because I was like, the music will be good and the dancing will be great, and it was, like, there was some great dancing, phenomenal acrobatics. The costuming and the makeup was really, really cool, and the movement, like, their physicality was incredible. Like, obviously, they spent a lot of time on it. It's very, very, like, they've really embodied some of the best, because a lot of times you see people doing, like, monkey physicality. It is very cheesy, very, like, slapstick. It's not that great. This one didn't come off that way at all, was incredibly believable, but then accompanied by some phenomenal acrobatics, incredible music, and had at least one scene, super cool lighting design. Like, it's a very specific thing, only if you're into, like, if you're a lighting designer or designer yourself, you're very into theater, will you probably even really care about it that much, but oh my god. There was one scene that I was just, like, salivating practically, and I was like, this is a designer's, like, nerdgasm right here. It was phenomenal, and absolutely cannot recommend it enough. Absolute 10 out of 10. I had so much fun seeing it, and I gave it a standing ovation at the end, and literally every one of us that went to see the show, like, thanked the performers as we left. We could see them, like, that was incredible, like, thank you so much. And, like, on the surface, it's a comedic tale about explorer who goes and finds some kind of crazy monkeys, but, like, if you go, like, scratch beneath the surface a bit, go deeper than that, it's about communication that transcends language. It's about making difficult choices. It's about what happens when you realize, like, you lose faith in what you were doing and your journey changes, kind of thing. And just watching these two, like, groups of people learn to communicate and befriend each other was really, really interesting, and absolutely go see it. Again, at C Main, Adam House, Chambers Street. That one is at 4:15. So yeah, I'm going to go be seeing a ton of shows while I'm here around my work schedule. I've bought tickets for at least 4 more, and then I have a list of 3 or 4 shows I'm going to try and see with my staff pass, being a part of C Venues, and I can't wait to tell you guys about them. And even they will be completely, like, honest reviews. If I happen to see something that I don't like, trust me, you will know. I'm not going to be like, everything's amazing, just for the sake of it. But so far, I've loved all the shows, and they are phenomenal. So keep an eye on the channel for more videos and more reviews from a stage manager. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.